Okay, in this second video, we are going to go over problems 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so number 8, I'm going to take the derivative. I'm going to take the derivative of the y first. So I'm leaving the x alone. The derivative of y to the third would be 3y squared dy dx. Have to use the product rule, so then I'm going to add, take the derivative of x, which is just 1, so then I'll have 1 times y third. Minus the derivative of 5y will be 5 dy dx, and then equals, and the derivative of x to the fourth will be 4x to the third. I'm going to rewrite this as 3xy squared. I'm going to collect everything with the dy dx and put it on the left side. So I'm going to factor out the dy dx. And I'm going to have this 3xy squared minus 5. So those are the two things with the dy dx. So this with the dy dx, and then this with the dy dx. And then these two are going to go on the other side. So I'm actually going to take this over here. So this will be 4x to the third minus y to the third. To solve for dy dx, I'm going to divide both things by this. So I'm going to have 4x to the third minus y to the third over 3x squared minus 5. And I am going to look to see which one that matches. And that matches choice B. Going on to number 9, I want to evaluate the derivative at the point 3, negative 2. So first I'm going to have to find the derivative. And this is a baby one, right? There's no product rule. There's no quotient rule. So I'm just going to take derivative term by term. So the derivative of x to the third is 3x squared minus the derivative of y to the fifth is 5y to the fourth dy dx. The derivative of 8x is 8. The derivative of 6y is 6 dy dx. The derivative of 47 is 0, and it's equal to 0. So anything with the dy dx is going to stay on this side. So if I'm highlighting, I am going to have this negative 5y to the fourth and this negative 6. So that is going to be negative 5y to the fourth minus 6. And that's equal to taking everything else over to the other side, which means the signs are going to change. So this will go over to the other side. Now it'll be negative. This will go over to the other side, and now it'll be positive. So I'm going to have negative 3x squared plus 8. So to find dy dx, I'm going to have negative, oh, I'm dividing, forgot to divide. That's going to equal, and I divide by that, negative 3x squared plus 8 divided by negative 5y to the fourth minus 6. So that's my derivative, and now I want to evaluate at the point 3, negative 2. So 3, negative 2. So in place of x, I'm going to write 3. In place of y, I'm going to write negative 2. So this is 9, negative 27 plus 8. That would be a negative 19. And then 2, 4, 8, 16. So negative 80, because that would be positive, negative 80 minus 6, negative 86. I don't think they have any, no common factors. So I'm going to have 19 over 86 because it'll become positive. Negative divided by negative is positive. And that is going to be choice D. And then the last one I have is number 10. It wants me to find the slope of the tangent line, which means I want to find the derivative when x is equal to 2 of that. So the derivative of 6y squared will be 12y dy dx minus, now I have to do the product rule for this, so I'm going to put parentheses so I remember to distribute this negative sign. I'm going to take the derivative of y first, so this will be x dy dx plus, and then the derivative of x is 1, so this will be 1 times y. is equal to, and the derivative of 8 is 0. So I'm going to distribute my negative sign. So that'll be minus x dy dx, and then minus y is equal to 0. Anything with the dy dx is going to stay on the left side. So I'm going to have dy dx, and then this will be 12y minus x. Anything without the dy dx, which is just going to be this y, is going to go over to the other side, and it's going to have a sign change, so that'll be y. So then dy dx is going to equal y divided by 12y minus x. I want to find the derivative at the point 2, negative 1. So in place of the x, I'm going to put 2. In place of the y, I'm going to put negative 1. So this will be negative 1 over negative 14. When I put in lowest terms, that'll be 1/14. So that is my slope. And it just wants the slope, not the point of the line. All right, hope this helps. See you next time.